Hello YouTubers, so today I'm pretty excited to show you how to add a Raspberry Pi Zero into a NES controller without having the 3D printed back. All you need for this mod is just a controller and a Raspberry Pi Zero and some tools. Let's have a look in the video, hope you enjoy it. The normal controller, no special casing or anything like that, just a few openings in the top. So just let me show what it looks like when you connect the USB and the HDMI and USB. So that's what it's going to look like when it's connected. So please give me a thumbs up if you like this video, subscribe to my channel, comment if you think there's something I should improve. I'm doing these videos for you guys, so it really helps if you give me some feedback. A few days ago I fitted the internals from NES clone took the internals and fitted them inside of one of the controllers that came with the console, and that was harder than I thought, but I managed to do it. And I knew that already people had fitted the Pi Zero inside of the original Nintendo controller. But I didn't look at any videos or anything, but now I have, and as far as I can tell, all of them is just then you need a new base, 3D printed base, and it looks kind of ugly if you ask me. So I figured I will go for a try and see if I can fit Zero without the 3D printed case. Maybe not. So this is my try. Start by opening this controller. This is a pretty yucky controller. I think I have to clean it as well. Basically, what I think is the problem here, that why you need a 3D printed bottom case, is even if you remove this and put this Pi in the bottom, this shit will probably be in the way and hit the Pi when you try to put the case together. So I decided I will place the board over here. So I need to cut this off. Maybe I should save some. Do it in an angle. Okay, so I'm not going to cut this all the way down. I'm going to save some of that, and then I cut this all the way. Whoa, that was too close to my eyes. Okay, okay, you can see it will be really tight. Would be if I had this in an angle, the cables would be in an angle tilted to the back. That would be maybe even better, and also that will allow some airflow on this side. So I might put it in an angle. Okay, so as you can see, this one is for keeping the circuit board in place in the controller. I don't think it's necessary, but if I can save it, I will, just for stability. But it looks like I won't be able to use it. Oh, maybe I'm not gonna say no. So okay, as always, nothing is as easy as you hope for. I removed all the plastic behind here, and been able to fit this because of this circuit board is going to be on top also. Otherwise I could just keep it in this angle and got the routing outside of in the bottom. But I need to, either you could cut some of the Raspberry Pi here, cut some GPIO pins. I know that hurts, but that would probably work. Especially in this corner here, you could cut something off. You might not need to mod this at all, but I decided to try out to these inserts here. The buttons is in an insert. I will try using my rotary tool or Dremel that I never used before, this flexible cable for the rotary. This is the other end. So I will try to make new cuts in the other direction here. Then I could remove some of the top, and this Pi would hopefully fit. Maybe I just do this on the one button closest to the start and select. But I will do some dremeling, or is it called rotoring? I don't know, but I will give this a try. I will be back. Okay, so this was easy. I used the Dremel or the rotary tool to make these cuts. Then I used the knife to make the final adjustments. And make sure you get a surface here that's not too rough, otherwise the buttons will get stuck when they are pressed. So you need, and also you need some play for the buttons. You can always try and see how they were and make it the same, almost the same. I will maybe cut some off of the red so they don't touch each other. They are really close here. Which, by the way, is the problem with these buttons on this controller, the clone controller, because when you press, they are connected on the back, and that makes they both feel a little bit funny, and also as you can see, if I press this one, the B button is moving as well. That's a shame, but you could mod this, but it's not very easy to do. Okay, but anyhow, I will finish this up and I'll be back with a final look how to mount the Zero. Hope this works out. Before I do any more carving with the plastic, I will actually cut out for the USB and the HDMI port. If I had a Raspberry Pi Zero Wi-Fi or whatever it's called, wireless maybe, I don't think I would bother with the ports actually. I would connect a power cable to the GPIO and get it out from this old power socket. Power cable, the cable. So, but just to show you, to get where to, I used a pen just to mark up where to fit the, where to use to get an opening. And now this might be my least favorite part. I don't know how I'm gonna do this, if I'm gonna use the rotary tool or drill, or maybe even melting it with an iron. Iron is preferably, I think. I don't know, I just like the melting part, so I will try to melt holes or use the rotary tool, or you can do whatever you please here. And then we'll see if... Okay, so I'm gonna use a solder iron I never used before. It's new and it's cheap. It's a China made. I don't know, I don't even remember buying it, but I know I have it, so I never used it. So this is gonna be my tool for making the holes. So I'm gonna connect this, and I'm gonna do this outside because of the vapor, or it's probably unhealthy. So we'll get right back and see how this turns out. Probably not good. Okay, so I'm done with the holes. They are not perfect, but they turned out okay. I did use the solder iron and my trusty fruit knife. I just started with punching holes from the back in each corner of the openings, and then I continued from the front, then going back and then carving out the plastic in between. trying out the board, and it turned out okay. Don't do the same mistake as me. I went all the way down here against the board, against the front. I mean back. If you against this. So now when I put in the Raspberry, it's a bit too. The holes should be a little bit further. As you can see, I don't know if you can see this. Focus. No focus. Oh. Anyhow, it turned out okay. The Pi fits really good. Don't forget to try out with the buttons. I actually carved a little bit in the actual Raspberry as well. That was probably stupid. You shouldn't do that. You could carve here. If the buttons, you hit the buttons, you could maybe carve out a little bit piece of the button that wouldn't show. You wouldn't be able to see that anyway. I think no. So that would be fine. Probably. Well, I'm happy. It's now it's gonna. I have to think about if I need to make this secure this in any way. You could obviously just glue it, but I don't like to glue things if I don't have to. I think it's actually would be working like this. The USB and the HDMI and USB would be putting pressure and actually pressing this back of the Raspberry Zero against the front, so I don't think it would move. It would actually stay in place, I think. Maybe I should just glue something here just for security even better. I'm not sure. I might just leave it as it is and try it out and see if the Raspberry comes loose. I would try to improve it, but at least it fits, so I'm happy about that. Now I need to solder everything, I guess, and put it together and try it out. I wish I did try it out the controller before I started, but I didn't, so I don't know if it's okay. I think it is, but I'm not sure. Okay, so I will just go ahead, I think, and try to assemble it and wire it up. I should be able to put a picture or diagram or something in this guide in the corner, or you could pause the picture or something and see what GPIO pins you should solder to. I might also do solder a power cable here to a micro USB, so I don't have to power it over here. We'll see. Okay, so bye for now. Okay, so this is the soldering to the Raspberry Zero board. Close up, my first close up. Guess I'm gonna mess up, but who knows. I'm gonna start off by just tinning the cables a little bit. Just don't want to mess, but I don't want any solder or something to hit the board, so I'm just gonna protect the board a little and tin the cables. Those crappy cables. They are pretty hard to tin. Maybe you should consider just getting a new cables, getting them replaced when you. It will be much more easy to solder, I guess. If you are not a pro on soldering, or like amateur like me, you definitely should change the cables. That was crap cables. Okay, so I don't know how much of that I got in the picture. Not too much, I think. So now I'm just gonna trim the cables after I tin them. Of course, I do see my blue tack here as a friend. Trimmed it. Be careful not to trim the cables the over the board, so you get some electricity on the board. Shortcut, something. So just be careful where you trim the cables. Okay, so now they're all trimmed nice and short, and a little bit of solder. And so now we're gonna see what solder points we're gonna use here. The first point we're gonna solder is actually this one, and that's the first of the pinouts. You count like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this is number 1 on this board. You can check it out. So number 1 is here, and so I will start with the, I think it's the white, yes, the white one. I think I should also tin the connectors. That makes it much more easy to solder. So I will tin them first. Okay, and then number 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 4, 5, 6. Okay, and the next one is over here. And then the next one is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think it's this one. Double check a bit. And then it's 11, 12, this one. Oh, this one. So I'll just have a double check and see if so I tinned the right connectors. That's gonna make it much more easy now when there are some solder on the points. Okay, so I think I'll just do a quick check. This one is white, this one is brown, this one is yellow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This one is red, and this one is orange. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 10 and 12. And 1, 2, 3, 9, 10. Yes. Okay, so I'm gonna get the scissors right. Let's start with the white cable here. using my friend Bluetech to keep the cables in place. Okay, it's pretty dark here. I hope this turns out okay on the camera, and I hope I can see to do the soldering. That was not a great soldering point. It's pretty bad actually. It's a bit better. So that's number 1, and then we have number 2 is the brown one. Get over here. Hope this. Okay, so this is number 2, the brown one. I hope this turns out okay on the camera. That's crap. I need some soldering. Some solder. Okay. Then we got jello. So entangled already. It's missing. Okay. Let's do yellow. And then we got red, and it's all the way over there. And the orange, that wasn't trimmed. Come on, it's hard with the camera. That will do just fine. So they are all in place. So let's just do a check for this. Where's my chopstick? Here's number 1. That's the yellow one. And the number 6 is the brown. The number 7 is the yellow. And then we got number 19, that's the red. And orange is 23. And yeah, they are like, oh, you can see. You can post a picture or you can check some site. That's it for the soldering, so now I need to try it out. Okay, so this is what it looks like when I put all the rubbers in place. This pin is missing here for the rubber, but I don't think that will be alright anyway. I might need to make a hole here for ventilation, because this board is going to get pretty close to the main CPU. I cut this in the back. I won't be able to use this screw. I don't think that's gonna matter that much, and I think I'll leave it open for ventilation as well. So it's just basically it. Now I need to do some software magic. Hopefully I could get that to work. Let's just try to put it together. See if it fits. Okay, so I just connected the controller, the console or the Raspberry Pi, just to start it up, booted it up, just to see, you can see that it's working fine. All the buttons and etc. is working. This is a great theme, by the way. I will put a link in the description. So everything is working as it should. You could just navigate and the controller looks like it's original, except for some holes, I guess, on the top. Let's start some nuts and milk just to see that it starts up. So of course you can always like just leave. You get the picture, right? I hope you understand. You trust me. So you just leave the controller if you would like to. If you got the Raspberry Zero with the wireless edition, and then you could just use a 8-bit controller or something, connect it, and then you have like a wireless session instead. It's just working. I think that's great. It's a great controller. So please thumbs up. Okay, so please give me a thumbs up, the subscription, or just a comment if you think I should improve. I guess the reason I just don't put up the video on how to is just it takes a lot of time and effort to do the editing. I hope you understand. If enough people really want to, I will make it, but I won't make it just because I can. I guess it just takes a lot of time. Okay, take care, bye bye.